we have to let them lead. We are natural leaders and natural nurturers. And a lot of times we think, I can do it all. And don't you worry about, I've got this, or I've worked so hard to get to where I am and I didn't need any help getting here and I can continue on my way. I don't need you. But men need to be needed and they need to be masculine. And I think a lot of the messages that we're getting from the outside world versus the word, I like to live in the word, even though we have to live in the world. The messages that we're getting is too much masculinity. Was it toxic masculinity? That's too much. And I think that men are just being really put down these days for trying to be men. And we need to let them do that. And there's fairness there. We have our roles that are set aside. Men have their roles that are set aside. And something that Hannah actually said, and I thought she's brilliant. She said that's the way that God designed it. You know, we were talking about people trying to change that these days and people trying to for women to be so independent, but we can't be so independent and still lead a full life. We need each other and we need a partner in our lives. And so, yes, I can change that light bulb. Yes, I can kill that spider. But I need to let him do that. I need to let him make some decisions for us. There was a pivotal moment in our marriage several years ago where I think I was so stressed out. I was taking everything on my own. And we had a conversation and he said, have you ever thought about asking me or letting me take on some of these worries? And it was just, wait, what? You want to do this? And I'm just used to doing everything on my own. And I did. I started giving him things to do. Here, you go find a new insurance company. You go, take this check to the title company to get the title on the car switched over, things like that. That normally I would have taken on top of all the other million things that I've taken on my own. And then I realized that he's my partner and we have our roles that are established and we can be equal. And sometimes I need to be less than. And sometimes I need him to be less than. And if we can shift around each other like that when we need to be who we need to be for one another, sometimes it's up and sometimes it's down, but it's always going to be fair. And I can't presume that that I can live this life with this other person. We can't live parallel to each other. We have to cross paths. We have to support each other. And I've always said, even since we were dating in high school, that I always felt like I was the kite up in the air, blowing in the wind, doing my thing, but he's the guy on the ground holding the string. And I trust him so much because he's going to give me enough string for me to fly free, but he's going to be there holding the end of it in case I get a little lost, in case I get caught up in the, wind, to reel me back in when I need to be reeled back in, to keep me safe. And so we have to let our men cover us, let them feel like they're keeping us safe, so that we can be more free to do the things that we want. And I think that in that letting go, then we're a little bit more free to live. And again, that marriage is meant to mirror heaven. It is meant to give us a little glimpse of what heaven is like. And so in our own lives, we have to give up our wants and our desires and everything to God for him to take care of us so that we can live more free. We don't have to live in fear when we've given everything to God. So on a smaller scale in our homes, we're letting our husbands, our partner, because sometimes it switches, we're letting that other person in our life take on our worries for us so that we can be more free. And I just think that that's something that we've gotten away from these days. And I think that it's such an extreme pendulum shift that it's going to come back. Talking to Hannah today was amazing because she's that next generation, and I see her having those same thoughts and recognizing this is not right. And I'm hoping that there's going to be more people like her rising up soon, so that we can kind of get back, like she said, like God designed it.